Hey everybody. Okay, I'm going to do this quick video to kind of run over very quickly some of the topics you'll find in our Gab conversations, and some Zoom calls and some videos that I'll be putting out there for everybody to enjoy and engage with. Um, we're going to start with the A's. Under the A's, we have adrenochrome, aliens, Antifa, Antarctica, Abramovic, the Anon movement, more associated with Q, but still the Anon movement, and angels, of course, artificial intelligence, and ascension as well. So those are some of the A categories. And if you have any A's that you would like us to discuss and to maybe discover and just explore a little bit, then please, by all means, message me and we'll throw them in on the list. We might have to scatter a few of them out across the alphabet itself, but nonetheless, we'll get to them. So under the B's, we have belief. I already did a little video on belief. That's a big one because it really does kind of offer everybody substance and a structure to actually have an experience through. So belief is big. The Bible. We're going to talk about Black Lives Movement, the Black Lives Matter stuff. Bohemian Grove. Oh my God, we're going to talk about Bohemian Grove. You know about Bohemian Grove? We're going to talk about that. Bush, the Bush family. You know about the Bushes? Oh my good God, these people. And the Black Eye Club. Yeah. So those are some of the B's. Oh, and Biden's. Oh my good God. We're not going to forget the Bidens. There's plenty to talk about with Hunter and Joe. Just those two alone. Oh, you could throw a little Dr. Jill in there and some Jim too. And my goodness, we've got quite a round table. But anywho, we'll carry on. So under the C's, we are going to talk about cannibalism. Believe it or not, it is a very real thing. And in fact, alive and well in certain states of the Americans. The Clintons. We're going to talk about CERN. You know, that big, huge thing down there in Switzerland. There's something more to that than most people think. It's not just about science. Crisis actors. You know about crisis actors? What are these charities? We're going to talk about chemtrails and conspiracies of all kinds. And the biggest C of them all, we're going to talk about the cabal. The cabal. The cabal. The cabal. The cabal. You're going to know more about it than you ever did before, not just through me, I can tell you, because it's about to have the world understand what the cabal is all about and why they're important to us. Keep in mind, right, about the belief thing too, is that everything we have, we're going to explore and experience and engage with here is necessary. It's all part of the show. It's all part of the game. And sometimes we don't really realize or want to accept it as part of that game that we know of as life. But honest to goodness, we have to have it. We have to have it. It's part of the deal. It is absolutely part of the deal. There are rules, people. There are rules here. And while it doesn't seem like it, and it seems like absolute chaos, it is not. And from order, out of chaos rather, comes order. And we will get there. We will get there. But that's not necessarily the way it's going to be, according to certain organizations. So under the D's, we have demons. We're going to talk a little bit about demons. Not too much. We don't want to give them too much power. Drugs and pharma. Big pharma, big pharma. We're going to talk about some DUMBs. Do you know what the DUMBs are? The deep underground military bases that are all around the world that are really a big part of this whole experience with the trafficking and all that stuff. We're going to talk about the dark web and the deep state. We're also going to go back a little bit to the C's there as well, and we'll talk about the central banks, which, by the way, Putin just did a number on. I'm so proud of him. And again, direct energy weapons, back to the D's, direct energy weapons. And yeah, because that's a thing. That's a thing. And draconian measures, draconians. Under E, we have energy, enlightenment, and Epstein. If there's anything else, given that that's not loaded enough, certainly pass it along to me. Under the F's, we're going to talk about fluoride and the use of it in our whole civilization. And food, GMOs, and all kinds of the food and all kinds of foods that we eat and that are approved for us to consume, and things that are really not even food. It's not even real. It's like completely synthetic, and they're allowing us to eat it, saying it's okay for us. Well, there's a lot of countries out there that actually ban the stuff that most of us on the Western side are actually consuming on a daily basis. They ban it because it's not good for us, and it's horrid. Anywho, keeping going. Again, we're going to talk about flat Earth and FEMA. FEMA. Well, that was quite an interesting thing. Anyway, G's, on to the G's. Is there a bigger G than the Gates peoples? The Gates, Georgia Guides, the Georgia Guidestones. We're going to talk about Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. We're going to talk about GMOs, and we're going to talk about some global warming. And really, is that a thing, or is it really just a figment of everybody's imagination that they're kind of using as a tool? You never know. Under the H's, we have harp. Harp, harmonic resonance, the whole world is vibration. We are vibrations. It's all important. Holograms, we're going to talk about holograms. Oh my God, we're going to talk about Hitler. And we're going to talk about the Hillary body count list, the HBC list, which is a very, very real thing, by the way. There's seems to be an awful lot of people on it. And human trafficking. Huge, huge, huge topic we're going to go through. Moving on to the I's, intelligence of all kinds, artificial, especially back in the A's. J, we're going to talk about JFK Jr. and Sr., of course, because without the Sr., we had no Jr., and God bless them both, honest to goodness. And, a little RFK, too, because Robert Kennedy actually was also a truth-sayer and a whistleblower, and he was taken out, just like his brother John. K, L, and M, on to M. We have the moon landing as well. Matrix, that's a huge M. The monarchy, we just had a big event yesterday with the monarchy. Hail, hail. The Prince of Evil is gone home to be met by all those people. And you know what? Let's face it. We need all these people. We need them because they offer us the stuff that we need to work on, right? That's what they're for. We're going to talk about the media, the military. We're going to talk about Mother Teresa. Do you know about Mother Teresa? Microchipping. That's another one. And we're going to talk about Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell. The Mossads. Yeah. And medicine. Medicine. It's going to go back a little bit to the drugs and big pharma stuff, but still, it's there. Under the N, we're going to talk about the New World Order. That's what the agendas are for. That's what they're trying to accomplish here. And the Cabal is at the heart of it all. The heart of it all. Talk about Nazis and Nasara. Not usually put together in the same sentence, but still, here we have them. Under the O's, we have Operations Mockingbird and Paperclip. And also Obama and overpopulation. We're going to talk about those too. Under the P's, we have Panda Eyes. Podesta, Pizzagate, and pedophilia, of course, all of them related. We're also going to talk about Putin and the pharma stuff, as well as Princess Diana. Again, I put her under P's instead of D's, but, really she's going to fall under both. And that's pretty good, Putin and pharma. Big topic, big topics. Q, we only need the one there, Q for sure. Q for sure. Under the R's, we are going to talk about reptilians, Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Red Shoe Club, and Roswell. There's a loaded sentence. There's a loaded category right there. Under the S, we're going to talk about spirit cooking, Satanism, George Soros, Klaus Schwab, sex trafficking, shadow governments, and secret space programs. Oh, you know what we're going to do also? Did we put NASA? We're going to put NASA in there. Under the N's, we're going to make sure we talk about NASA. Do you know about NASA? Anywho, carrying on. Under the T's, Trump, Trudeau, and trafficking. Three of these things don't belong together. Anyway, letter U, we have the United Nations. That right there is a loaded topic. And V, under V, we have viruses, vaccines, and the Vatican. Do you know about the Vatican? Do you know about the Roman Catholic Church? You will. And under W, we have white hats, witchcraft. Witchcraft. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about witchcraft. I know something about witchcraft. There's all kinds of witchcraft, by the way. Just like there's all kinds of everything. There's duality in everything, folks, and that's kind of why we're going with this whole thing. This whole gab list, this whole everything. Because there is literally so much more to it all. And it's necessary. Every bit of it is extremely important to the whole deal. Like, we can't have any of it without it all, really. It's all or nothing. And that's really, so many things. I did a little thing about symbolism, but so many things, that's the S's. So many things are going to come to the surface for us to all recognize. And we're going to recognize them. And we're going to be able to connect the dots and see the bigger picture. We cannot be afraid. You cannot be afraid, or fear wins. And the whole point is that they're trying to keep you down with fear. Fear is one of the biggest demobilizers we have. Immobilizers we have. And they know it because it's a frequency that holds you down. It keeps you dense and it keeps you grounded here in this physical reality. And that's not where we're supposed to stay. We're supposed to move on. So God bless you all for listening to me for this 10-minute rant on the gab we're going to have, because believe me, they're going to be a lot longer than 10 minutes on those gab conversations. But I'm really looking forward to seeing them come to fruition, and having everybody on the Zoom calls who are really, who really want to participate and have conversation with me. And also, on the videos as well, like, make your comments, go ahead and subscribe. If you don't know, I have a couple of I have a YouTube channel, I have a BitChute channel, I have a Rumble channel. I haven't got anything out on Rumble yet, but definitely had a couple of BitChute videos put out. And I have quite a small series on YouTube already. Because we're going to be talking about some of this stuff. I think most of it's going to come through on BitChute, but I'll still send the links out to everybody. So don't worry about a thing. God bless you all. Have a fantabulous day. I look forward to our Gab sessions. Take care. Bye now.